September 7, 2017 Blacksburg, Virginia, a challenging home conference slate, plus an appearance in the 2K Classic in Madison Square Garden, trips to both Kentucky and Mississippi, and the always tough Atlantic Coast Conference foes highlight the 201,718 Virginia Tech men's basketball schedule. This year's schedule should prove to be the most challenging since we have been at Virginia Tech, head coach Buzz Williams said. Road trips to two SEC schools, including perennial national contender Kentucky, plus the outstanding field in the 2K Classic, will test our program. The home matchup with Iowa in the Big Ten Challenge will be a great complement to our outstanding home ACC schedule, which will be, without a doubt, the strongest ACC home slate since Virginia Tech joined the conference. The Hokies will play 18 home games this season. Highlighting the home non-conference schedule is the Big Ten Challenge game against Iowa on November 28 in Carilion Clinic Court at Cassell Coliseum. The return of New River Valley foe Radford and two home games in the 2K Classic are also among the home dates. The Hokies will open the 201,718 schedule on Friday, November 10 against Detroit Mercy as part of the 2K Classic. The complete non-conference schedule was announced earlier. Tech will travel to the Big Apple for the 2K Classic benefiting Wounded Warrior Project on November 16 and 17 at Madison Square Garden. On the 16th, Tech will play St. Louis at 7 p.m. In the night's second game, Washington and Providence will play. The next night, the winners of the two games will meet at 7:30 p.m. in the championship game, preceded at 5 p.m. by the consolation game. All games will be shown on ESPN2. Tech returns to Carilion Court on November 21 to face Houston Baptist for the final game of the 2K Classic. Tech will serve as the host to the Hawkeyes on November 28 for the Big Ten Challenge at 9:15 p.m. on ESPN2. A road trip to the Ole Miss on December 2 is the first of two trips to SEC schools this season. On December 16, the Hokies will travel to Lexington, Kentucky to face perennial power Kentucky in Rupp Arena. The game will tip at 2 p.m. and will be televised nationally on ESPN2. The Hokies open the ACC regular season on Sunday, December 31, as they travel to the Carrier Dome to face Syracuse in an SPNU game. In addition to the Orange, Tech will play road games at Wake Forest, Louisville, Notre Dame, Boston College, Virginia, Duke, Georgia Tech, and will close out the regular season on March 3 at Miami at noon on either ESPN or ESPN2. Tech will open its home ACC slate on Wednesday, January 3, as they play host to in-state rival Virginia. The game will tip at 9 p.m. and be shown on the ACC network. In addition to the Cavaliers, the Hokies will have home contests with Pittsburgh, Florida State, Miami, North Carolina State, Clemson, Louisville, Duke, and a big Monday game against defending national champion North Carolina at 7 p.m. on January 22. The Hokies will have at least 27 games televised, and all 18 of the Hokies ACC games will be televised this season. Tech will be featured on an ESPN network at least 16 times this season, plus a national CBS game against Louisville at Carilion Court at 1 p.m. on February 24. Tech will make two ESPN Big Monday appearances this season, January 22 against North Carolina and February 26 at home against Duke. All conference games carried on an ESPN network also will be available on the ESPN app. All conference games carried on the ACC Network Extra or Regional Sports Network also will be available on the ESPN app. The ACC office will update times and additional television coverage at a later date. The ACC will once again be the best conference in college basketball, Williams said. Our team will have to work hard every day in all aspects of our culture to compete in this outstanding league. Season ticket sales will open to the general public in late September. Those interested in receiving information about tickets should enter their contact information here. http://www.hokiesports.com. Basketball ticket info for updates on Virginia Tech men's basketball. Follow the Hokies on Twitter. Follow @VTeamBall.